Okay, so the harvesting of the password, how they do, the usernames, they'll somehow they collect it. The password, like they will harvest, means like they will guess the passwords using a method called as a dictionary attack. Okay, this dictionary attack is brute force attack. It comes under the brute force attack only. It's the technique used by the attackers. Okay, and the what they will do, they will take the dictionary as the method where they will be creating the password using the dictionary, like username at the rate dictionary word apple, username at the rate dictionary word, the summer, or like that. All the dictionary words will be listed, and take the first username and try to attempt the password. Okay, here I would like to say one thing. If your system, you are a SOC engineer, and you have written a query in a way that like if there are 4 wrong attempts, okay, 4 wrong password attempts, okay, 4 like login attempts, okay, for a username, okay, then after that 5th attempt, on 5th attempt, okay, account lock happens. Okay, now the attackers usually, they are so much intelligence, okay, that they know that, okay, the companies, they follow this approach. What they will do, they will take the dictionary combination words, okay, the password combinations, okay, and what they will do, this is the passwords, guessing passwords, password list, okay, and damn sure they know that the usernames, like 100%, these are the usernames, okay, the username fields, username list. So what they will do, by sitting at that one particular thing, like take the first username, okay, and perform attempt, okay, how many attempts? 4 different password attempts for that username, not the 5th attempt, not the 5th attempt. This is how they do. Okay, 5th attempt, if they do, then what happens? They will, okay, they will be in a, what happens? They will, easily get caught, because you have written a correlation rule for an alert. If 5 attempts pass, failed attempts for a single user, whether it can be web or it can be like Windows machine or Linux machine or anywhere, okay, 5 failed login attempts are there consecutively within a specific amount of time, say for example within 5 minutes, example I'm just giving, okay, then that means someone is trying to do the brute force attack. Okay, so to avoid such things, what they will do, they will attempt only 4th, and they will take the second user and tries to attempt the same 4 guessing passwords. Okay, like this they can actually avoid getting caught. In these kind of cases, as a, you are a, you should be more intelligent. Okay, so what you have to do, these are like some interview questions they might ask you, how you can secure. You have to explain all this. The attackers might attempt like this. So I will be checking in from, okay, same IP, multiple failed login attempts, okay, over the period. Is it possible anytime that the same user, okay, like using 2 different same IP from the same IP, multiple user login attempts have happened, okay, and multiple password attempts, username and password attempts happened, and they're all failed, okay, within some 5 or 10 minutes of time. That is very like what you can say, vague thing, right? Okay, something more suspicious, right? So if he gets lost over here to get caught, if he's thinking intelligent, like 5 login attempts, and after that go for the next username, and then like 4 login attempts, and then after that take different username and try to attempt other, again the same passwords, guessing passwords, like that. So if, as long as he's doing it from the same IP, that way also you can detect him that from the same IP. If you are seeing 8 failed login attempts, maybe 10 minutes, okay, that means it is suspicious. You have to write one more correlation rule also, in a way that, okay, you have to write a query, okay, to identify, okay, query alert means, query means like the query will be converted into the alert, okay, that we'll see later part of our course, the study. Like for the brute force to detect in a more, the more robust way. Same IP, okay, like 10 failed logins, more than 10 or more, or here I'll give it as 8, or like from here 8 failed login attempts happened from the same IP, right? Okay, in like 10 minutes of time, okay, the account lockout is not happening, but still the alert gets triggered. Okay, here only when the login attempt happened, 5th login attempt happened, account lockout happens, that time will get triggered. But here now login attempt is happening, but account lockout is not happening, but still you are able to identify the what is happening over there. And this you will be like, when the alert comes, you'll go and check it, and you see, okay, this guy is trying to do brute force attack, okay, then you will take necessary precautions to block that user, like through firewall or through some other means. Okay, so this is like how you can mitigate these days. So the guessing passwords, he might be using like password guessings. Okay, so like the same mitigation rules you have to apply, that okay, boss, to the customers here, boss, please don't use keep it very simple, where the people can easily like guess with your the dictionary words they can use, like summer at the rate 123, or apple at the rate 123, or hell at the rate 123. People will keep these kind of passwords as well. Okay, so they were easily vulnerable for this kind of attacks. Okay, so you should ask them to use the complex passwords. Okay, and you have to make sure, like don't keep failed password attempts like 10 or 20 or something like that to get the account gets locked. Maybe 3 or 5 is enough for to get this account locked. Sometimes 3 is not good advisable, because like like you have changed the password maybe yesterday or day before yesterday, you try to log in with a old password itself, because it is the immediate thing that strikes into your mind. So you'll try to attempt that particular thing. So these kind of issues you usually observe, okay, with the genuine users. Maybe multiple users, like within like some like this is very odd that 2 users from the same IP, so you can immediately guess to an extent that okay, this is definitely something someone is trying to attempt. Okay, so, and also as I said earlier, use the captcha and mobile authentication, or email authentication, secondary factor authentication is almost required as a base thing for the secure the accounts. Okay, this is how. So this is like the dictionary attack when it comes to the the brute force. Okay, and I said there are some the attacks they do in a way that somehow they were able to get these hashes, and they will provide the hash itself to the system. Okay, so as a the conditions that I am providing the hash, I'm providing the hash only. Please don't rehash it or something like that. Some functions you use so that that other system which is listening. Usually this happens, from one system to other systems when they are authenticating. Using the hashes also sometimes possible as passwords. So such kind of attempts the attackers do to avoid such things. Whenever whatever the hash I'm providing should not be stored directly. Hash should not be stored directly, okay, into your authentication server. What you have to do, okay, whenever you are storing the authentication, okay, like every user, okay, will have some kind of the salt they might be keeping. Okay, so for here, give me a second. Yeah, here, where it is here. Okay, here, this particular part. Okay, like authentication, it should happen. Okay, but the hash value will be here. So if any request comes, first it will go and get the hash. There is something called as salt. Salt means, okay, some salt value will be like whatever the hash value it comes. First for that username, some salt value will we have given. Salt value, the password, whichever it is the hash, like say for example your salt value may be 10. Okay, so you might have provided Raghav plus 10, salt value is 10, then it will give altogether new hash. If the database get hacked, okay, then this will, the hashes whatever it is getting stored is including the salt plus hash. Got it, right? Salt plus hash together, it formed one new thing. This hash, actually, even if they get this database, they don't know what is the salt value. Salt value might be not like 10 or something. Give me a second. Let me share the screen once again. Okay, this salt value might be like a big value. Okay, not the simple thing. Okay, it might be like, not as I said 10, it might be something very big, like XFF, something very big. Okay, that one and this one, like something like this. Okay, this value, if he has to know, means he has to break into the salt system also. Okay, so it is like it is more secure now. Okay, so that is the reason, like, use salt for any hashes you have, pre-storing it over here. Okay, use hash value, some salt also, add it, and then you store it. Even the system gets hacked. Okay, if they do the attempt, but since they don't have the salt, okay, they cannot log into the system. Okay, so as soon as when you come with some username, okay, with the password, first it will take the hash. Okay, and then if the hash value matches with the salt plus whatever the password, whatever the user has given, that and this hash, if it gets matched, then it is only the successful login. So what we need, you need the salt to be added. Okay, this is also the authentication thing which you have to remember. Just remember that. That's enough. Many of the people, it's actually a developer thing, but still I am explaining it to you guys to know that in different ways how they are the securing the passwords. Okay.
One doubt, Raghav.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Yeah, for this, like you are, like I'm seeing in the screen, right? You are mentioning Raghav number plus salt value. So that is how it
Yeah.
is done, or the hash value plus salt value is done?
No. Salt value just stored somewhere. Okay. Before they get inside here. Okay.
Okay.
Take the stored value, the salt, a big something value with, for this username, this is the salt, like that somewhere they have written. Okay. That salt value and the password, whatever we have got, that one together convert it into a new hash. Got it, right?
Okay.
And compare it with the hash value here, because we have stored in that way only. We have like assigned a salt value to when the user first time when he created the account, right, for the password, and we have assigned a salt value. Both we calculated and stored it over here.
Okay, so we don't save the original hash. We have the salt like that
Yes,
only.
correct.
Okay.
Yes. Salt and hash. I mean, like the password converted into
Yeah.
one hash. That one we are going to store. Okay.
So even if the system is authenticating, it will be authenticating with the hash value, which will include the salt value. It never authenticates the original.
Yes. Correct. That is that time. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Just guy, give me a second. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So this pass the hash and all, like, when they do random attack, we have to secure it with, we have to make sure, they do some kind of pass the hash attack. They do some kind of, rainbow attack. Okay. That rainbow attack means like, different dictionary words they will take, then they will play around. Okay. All these things they will do. Okay. Salt actually helps us in getting away from these kind of, attacks. Okay. So it's important for you to remember what is salt. Okay. What is, like, how it is going to get authenticated. So this process, if someone asks you, if in case, because there is some other role called as, identity and access management roles will be there. Okay. Being a cyber security engineer, if you not only in SOC, if you get any opportunity to, work as a identity and access management teams, these are really useful for you to, like, this prior knowledge is really very much useful for you. Okay. So that is the thing. So we have done scanning related and all those things yesterday. Okay. And we have learned something about like how you can perform brute force attack. And also, we have also learned something about what is it? The password guessing different ways how they do it, and what are the different approaches for us to get secured and also like to detect them. We have discussed. Now let us discuss. Okay, the other kind of attack, which is like spoofing. Spoofing. Okay. There is this attack only you remember, detection and all, like, we'll see it later, or we'll discuss about it later. It is out of the context of the SOC team, but still I would like to give you some heads up on this attack first. Okay. So spoofing, anytime, the attackers, what they do is, example I can give you, different like spoofing means like you'll spoof like your friend and you'll call up like, I am your principal. Okay. And I am just like, what you're making, you're just talking like, your principal, like your voice is something almost similar to your principal's voice. So with that, what happens, he will think that, and he will give all the information whatever it is required for you, but you are not the really principal, but you are acting like a principal of a school or college or something like that. Okay. So this is called as spoofing means like pretending to be some others. Okay. Usually, like, you might be like experienced this so many times. Okay. like example, I can tell you, there is something called as, um, like they will call that, sir, I have lost my password. Okay. And could you please help me like that? And what they will do, they will think these, the company people, like earlier, they think like, they will keep some baby crying in the background. Okay, sir, my baby is crying. Okay, please, could you please help me in this and help me with this as early as possible. Okay, because I am in rush or somewhere. That guy who is there at the side, he will provide all the information. Okay, these things happen really. If you want, you can go to some, Voice YouTube. Voice News, I guess. Yeah, this is how easy to get hacked. Just go to this particular video. Okay. Just like within some time, they were able to show you some real example that how easy it is to get hacked. Okay, that kind of practical thing they will be showing. Wise News, just give this is how easy to get hacked. Okay, go for that particular video and watch it. Okay, they will give you, the idea. So here, like how, pretending to be someone and they can hack into the systems. Okay, they do all these things. That is the social engineering. That is called as social engineering, pretending to be someone and getting the information about a specific person. Okay, is called as social engineering. Okay, but in practical technical ways, we have something like, okay, email spoofing. Okay, can someone drop a couple of you guys can drop your email IDs to me now immediately over the chat? Couple of you guys, please drop any of your test emails or your own emails. No one can hack them. I'm 100% sure about that, but I want to just send some mails to you guys. Okay, thank you. Okay, Rene, I'll take it. Okay. Just take this simple thing, email hacking, email. Okay. I have a bad habit of, you know, email phishing. Sorry, email phishing. Give me a second. Okay, or Amazon.com. Go to this website, mk.cz. Okay, and what I'll do that. Raghav @ Amazon.com. Okay, is the email ID, and this is Raghav. Okay, and to Rene. Okay, subject test. Okay, and if I have any attachment, I'll put it as test. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll send it to whom? To Rene. Okay, saying that it is coming to to Rene, right? Okay, I think I have to give this. Okay, let it be copied. Okay, and Rene, as soon as when you receive it, just let me know. It might take some time. Invalid capture. Okay, capture where it is, man. Okay. 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 This is Google or Amazon. Okay. Test. Let us see. Okay. Okay. Rene, just update us or the chart or all here. After 2 minutes, check, select all mails. That's better. Okay. In the sense, like, just open here, go here. Okay. And click on more. Click on all mails. All mails. Yeah, here. Then you will be seeing that mail ID from my side. Okay. Have you got any such mails? Rene, if you have received, please let me know, or else I'll just try to create one
Let
more.
me check.
Yeah.
Let me check it.
Yeah. You received?
Let me check it. I haven't received it yet.
Yeah. Okay. Let me check. Okay. Okay. To Raghav. Test. Test. This is how. Just. Okay. Let me try one more attempt with someone. To Raghav. Something test. Okay. Seen the all mails or spam mails, just check it in all mails, then it will include the spam mails as well. It might take some time, we don't know, but definitely you should be able to receive it.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it.
You have seen it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I think others might have also seen it. Now, from where it has come, as it is showing, from Raghav, right? Raghav@amazon.com.
Yes.
So am I really working in Amazon, or am I really a person with, the Amazon or anything? Like person like you, okay, maybe like, a dumb guy, like us, at least we'll come to know, okay, whether this guy is real or fake. But if you send it to someone who are not that much technically educated, but they have huge amount of, like bank balance with them, and you did want to play a trick with them, okay, like to get the passwords or anything, okay, to just give some login link, which is a dummy one, where it opens some link like dummy Amazon link, okay, which is hosted at your site. And if you try to enter any bank like not only Amazon link, if it is a bank, if as a bank, if I would have like sent, like, I'm a Bank of America, HDFC, Axis, Citibank, anything. Okay, if I would have asked him to click on that particular link and enter the username and password, I would have easily harvested all those username and passwords without any like precision, like 99% correct username and passwords. I would have got it right. Correct, right? Okay, so that much easy it is. Don't think that like like spoofing a person is not anything difficult. Okay, you can easily attempt. Others, the Chetan and Anil, by any chance you got, or Vamsi or Anil, you got the similar kind of mails in your Gmail?
No, sir.
Okay, you have to go to the all mails, then you will come to know about it. Fine then. Okay, so this was simple for them to hack your accounts. Okay, so spoofing, like email spoofing is this much easy. Okay, email spoofing is this much easy. It's not anything difficult for them. Okay, they can easily do. And there is some other things are also there. Spoofing. Okay, the IP address. Like I will say that I'm an attacker who is sitting in North Korea. Okay, and I will put my source IP address, whatever I want, I can put. Okay, like I'll put it as like my IP address as the US IP address range, public IP address range, US public IP address range, and I'll communicate with the server for something. Forget about it. What is the purpose and all? But that particular thing is not allowed. Okay, should not be allowed as a security perspective. Okay, but people does that. Okay, that is called as IP spoofing. Okay, and apart from that, okay, there is something called as MAC spoofing. Okay, MAC spoofing is something like I'm in a hotel now. Okay, I have already latched to one Wi-Fi router of the the hotel, that is this one. Now I turned off my like laptop. Then after that I turned on. Then it will ask for I know my the MAC address of my router. I will try to get in touch with them with that particular MAC address for the next time. So that time it will allow me. I'll reach that thing. Whoever it is with that particular IP address, they will respond to me saying that okay, I am that IP. I am that MAC address. Okay. Then I'll ask them, please provide me IP address. Then they will provide me the IP address, and then I'll have the internet. Here, what they will do is the same way, like whatever the MAC address of this particular the router. One more guy will create one more MAC address. Okay, that is like because MAC address can be like changed also if you want. Even though if it is unique, MAC address tools are there, they can change it. Okay, like already if once if you are in touch with that Wi-Fi router which is at your home or hotel, you are going to get to know about that router's MAC address because you are directly communicating to him only. So next time, what you will take that MAC address, you will burn on your some hotspot device or something like that, and you will enable the hotspot. Okay, all the people within that area, okay, who are trying to reconnect to that router, like they went out and got in, okay, with their mobiles or anything or laptops, when they try to connect to that particular Wi-Fi, okay, then they will try to reach using the MAC address. Hey, who is this MAC address? Please, I would like to connect for the internet and all, because we have discussed this, how connection happens and all using the DHCP, right? In that DHCP, the second step is like when you disconnect and reconnecting, this is what it happens, address resolution protocol or something like that. Some protocols are, that time they do these kind of things. Okay, so that time some dummy router is pretending to be the real one and trying to twist you in a way that it will try to that you are the right correct router to get connected. Now it will only assign an IP. Now our internet is also there. All the communication that is happening from your system is now happening through some dummy router. Okay, he is able to sniff all your data. So that is very dangerous. So you have to make sure you are very much, like the hotspots, whatever you see in hotels or, all these things, like very dangerous. Okay. So MAC spoofing, IP spoofing, email spoofing are few of the things. And apart from that, people do DNS spoofing. Okay. Now, what they will do, usually what is the properties? No. Yeah, go here. troubleshoot. Oh, no. Go here, open network connections, click on this, then go to the properties, IPv4. Now what you have selected, the DNS automatically you selected, correct, right? Now, what happens is, if I have compromised a system in any network, okay, and I have updated the IP address here, which is some DNS IP address here, okay, the person who is sitting here, okay, thinks that that IP address only DNS for all the requests, okay, and he might have, like before he's leaving the system, he might have cleared the cache, DNS cache on this particular machine. What happens? Then that time you will do, you know, like HDFC Bank, you will click on, or say for example, Citibank, you will click on and you click enter. Here, automatic is not there. What it is there? Some manual, someone as attacker has some script when it got executed, it is updated or something like that. It happened, and that script clear the cache also, DNS cache. Okay. Now, when I click enter, the DNS request has to go. Now, Citibank, it is here. Okay. And it has to get the IP address. The DNS triggers. To which IP address it will trigger? Now we have entered something. Attacker's public IP address DNS we have given. So for the DNS, it will go to the attacker's DNS, and he will give some dummy Citibank website page back to this guy, because he has given that IP address as the original system. So it will send that IP address and get that web page, and you will enter that Citibank real usernames and passwords here, and he will be able to get the response from that page, that post message, whatever it sends, that real username and passwords, right? He will receive it over there, and he is able to get all that information. Okay, not only that, and just today we discussed on, like we already discussed brute force. That's why passwords, how they will get all these things, right? These are also different techniques what they use. Okay, not only for that, okay, they would like to, you know, like what you are doing, which website you are, what is your competitors' websites, customers you are serving, and what are the mails you are communicating. All those things, if they want to watch, okay, they can do all these things, because for every request the DNS has to go through there, okay, and to get the IP address, they will put their own, you know, DNS server, and that particular DNS server will have their own, like HDFC means their own IP address something, like like Citibank means their own itself. Okay, these things usually like very dangerous, so you should be proper. So now forget about spoofings and all. DNS is the very, like from the SOC perspective, is a very important thing. Okay, how you can detect it? Okay, IP and email, it's like, you know, the headers and all, it will give you the this thing. Since you haven't gone through the IP headers or, you know, the MAC headers and all, those things are not required. But if any such attacks, how to detect, I'll be explained. But DNS I can tell you as a like overview. To detect the DNS related attacks, how you can you know, you will easily you can identify is simple. Okay, the user DNS spoofing, when it is happening, okay, if there is port 53 requests that are going out, the destination port is 53 and the requests are going out from one or multiple systems. Okay, so, DNS spoofing attack detection. Okay, alert, how you have, what are the things you have to focus. Okay, so destination port should be 53, correct, right? DNS port is 53, correct, right? Okay, okay, DNS server is external. Got it right? DNS server is external. Okay. Guys, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. DNS server is external. Okay. Not your internal DNS IP. If DNS IP is not equal to your own DNS IP, that means external only. Okay. Simple. DNS server instead of is not internal. Because you will be holding your own DNS server. First, all the request has to go, but instead of that, it is going somewhere. Okay. Okay. And okay. If the response from that server is some IPv4 address or IPv6 address or NX domain, non-existing domain, means the attackers might have created only few DNS records, only banking related things only we need. Okay. If the employees who are trying to attempt or any exchange related only. So normal, like, google.com, if he clicks, okay, for definitely the DNS server is not holding the IP address of the, the google.com. So definitely non-existing domain like that, you will get it. Okay. Because he don't do the repetitions like how our operator or our own DNS does, right? All those things he doesn't know because he'll get caught. Okay. So that is the reason he don't. So if you get multiple NX, non-existing domains, okay, then within 5 minutes, okay, say for example, 5 NX domain requests you have received, NX domains you have received, or okay, like multiple, like within 5 minutes, so much. But multiple things only happens because more than 10 or 20 only happens. As I said, like if you launch the browser, whatever the bookmarks or anything, right, which are there with me, my cookies or anything, they will try to get in touch with my, my main servers, okay, to get the validity and all. So definitely there might be like 50 or 100 URLs without knowing to you, like in the background, they will trigger the DNS request. So you will be definitely 100% seeing multiple successful or multiple NX domain requests, responses back from that particular fake spoof DNS server. So like this, you will be able to identify. So you will raise an alert and you will get that response. Okay. So this is how you are going to detect the DNS spoofing. Okay. So DNS spoofing is enough for you, like to know that. So, but if you have how to, detection is okay, but like for us to mitigate these kind of things, you should have, like spoofing emails, how they look. Okay. You should be able to identify them. Okay. Like, is this body is official or something like that? That is to the customers. Okay. That as a SOC engineer, you cannot do. That is a policy that company has to take care and deliver it. Okay. You have to educate the users. And like IDS is the tool that actually looks into the header parts, right? That it will come to know, like, majority of the part, that whether it is a suspicious or, non-suspicious. So spoofing, it is easily, this can be attacked. Okay. And you have to make sure like the security to be increased in, in a way that someone doesn't spoof your IP address or anything. Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. Usually when it comes to the spoofing attacks. Okay. So next, let us go to next topic. Okay. That is, the phishing attack. Right. Now, spoofing is also like phishing is also one type of spoofing, but this phishing attack, one thing, you are pretending to be someone, but it will be like, instead of directly I can say exact spoofing, phishing, it looks to be like like citibank.com, okay, or you know, citibank.com or bank.com, one letter extra. Now I'll send email spoofing Raghav at the rate. Your company, you are working in citibank.com, and I have bought this domain and I created a mail, exchange, and I'll send from this mail saying that as your boss mail, I am your boss Raghav. Somehow he has come to know that attacker, and then I'll send a mail saying that, hey, immediately you have to, send $10,000 to this particular thing. I'm outside now. Okay, in that particular email body. Okay. Then this is like, he might be using similar kind of domain, or as I said, same domain also you can use. Okay. But same domain, our alerting tools will trigger it, right? So new domain, which looks to be almost the same, but it is not the thing, because till here our brain will read, and then, okay, from boss has come, you don't see this remaining part. You'll see, okay, the boss has sent a mail saying that, okay, he's somewhere outside, and to some vendor we have to pay $10,000 immediately, like that. Okay, you are in finance department, okay, and your boss has sent a mail, and he said he won't be, he won't be in a position to help us out. Sorry, yeah, he won't be in a position to pick the call for certain duration amount of time. Okay. So that actually makes the situation in a way that, okay, I have to send immediately. The vendor is waiting, and it has to be sent within 15 minutes. Then you'll send it, that money to that account details, whatever he has shared. Then after that, your manager will, come to know about some change in the statement or anything. He'll ask. Then you'll go and see, hey, you only sent mail. Okay, then they will go and see, hey, I haven't sent it. Then they will come to know. So this is how this phishing attack comes. Then they do investigation and all. This is how the phishing attack happens. Okay, so the phishing attack means, like, they are like, like trying to pretend to be someone. Okay, and it might be like exact domain name or something similar to that domain name. They will send, and they will get their work done. Okay, the spear phishing means, like, exactly trying to identify one person like Raghav only at the rate, targeting. I know that there is one person and he is reporting to, like Raghav, and I'll send mail to that guy directly. So he will think that, like, I targeted one person. I have spear phishing. It's not like random. Like random in the sense, like, random phishing means like, 10,000, this is the offer for all the employees. By evening, you deposit here $10, you will get iPhones from the company side, like that. For anyone, it's not like, you've not targeted anyone. Okay, to the entire, you come to know about the group name of that particular, like, to send everyone what is the mail ID you have to use, or something, some group within the office. So it's not a, spear phishing. Spear phishing is the one which I have told sometime before. Like, the specific individual, and you are sending mail directly to him, and you are playing around with that game. Okay. And within this itself, within the spear phishing itself, like, like some people are at topmost level, top position. Okay. So if you are targeting him, then, like, he's a whale. Okay. So like that. So that is the thing. Okay. So I think email IDs, this much is enough. I mean, like, sorry, phishing attacks is this much is enough. Okay. So to how you can detect these kind of, phishing attacks, guys, remember one thing. Okay, the spear phishing and all, like, they are pretending to be the domain names which are similar to us. There is something called as fuzzy keywords. Okay, I'll tell you. if I try to, Google has bought all the domain names, okay, which are very near to their Google fuzzy keyword. Okay, see, I will use just one more E and I'll click enter. Okay, that doesn't work. Got it right? Okay, I'll say yes. Okay, hopefully that also shouldn't work. Okay, why? Because if any, okay, fuzzy word. Some scripts are only there. Okay. No, this is also not. Okay, here there are no websites. Okay, what it is there, if you have some script, just enter the fuzzy keyword like, Amazon.com. For that Amazon.com, what and all nearby keywords like, Amazon, Amazon.com, Amazon.com, all these are fuzzy words. Okay, if I am getting any domain which is near to that, that means it is a suspicious. That means it is a suspicious. I will give that intelligence to my mail server and my, the SOC analyst. I mean, like, the SIM tool, so that if I identify any incoming mail with that fuzzy keyword, I will raise an alert immediately, so that the attacker's intention I'll come to know by looking into that body and all those things. So email security tools and everything using the fuzzy keyword, search for the domains, you can easily identify those attackers. Okay, so that is the thing. So tomorrow let's get into some, the DDoS and other things. Okay, in the next class. Okay, fine then. Yeah. Okay, any doubts, guys, till now?